Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're back here at Ciocca Nissan of Quakertown in Quakertown, Pennsylvania to check out this brand new 2024 Nissan Frontier. This is the top of the line SL trim with four-wheel drive, crew cab setup, V6 power. So we haven't driven a Frontier in about 6 months when we saw the Pro 4X back in December. Since then we've driven the redesigned Ranger, Tacoma, Colorado, Canyon. We've even been in a Jeep Gladiator. And I wanted to get back in a Frontier to see if I still thought it was that good compared to the competition now that the new redesigned competition is out. So we're going to check this out, see what it brings to the table. This is a road-going trim, so we're going to check it out. So let's dig in. Front end of the Frontier, again, glacier white is the color. We have a full spread of LED lighting up front on this SL, including the fog lamps, the Nissan V-Motion grille, Frontier stamped into the hood, looking good. So it's a really sharp looking front end on this Frontier. Now, as we move to our wheel and tire setup on this Frontier SL, we're looking at a 17-inch machined aluminum alloy wheel, Nissan badge on the center cap. Now these wheels are wrapped in Michelin Primacy LTX all-season tires, 265 on the width, a 65 series sidewall 17s, all four corners, four-wheel drive. Moving on out, we're looking at 9.5 inches of ground clearance on this SL 4x4. Nice beefy look, love the crew cab look. Now as we move in closer, we're going to be color matched on the side view mirrors, color matched on the front and rear door handle, fuel filler cap on the left side, up top color matched roof, shark fin antenna, standard sunroof. Rear end of the Frontier, again in that glacier white, looking good. Full LED spread of lighting on the back as well. Nissan badge in the middle of the tailgate, SL 4x4 on the right, Frontier stamped into the tailgate, which I like. We have that big tow hitch down below, and we'll go over those numbers when we check out the engine. Exhaust is tucked up underneath the vehicle. We're under the hood of this 24 Frontier, and what do we have for a power plant? We have Nissan's 3.8 liter naturally aspirated V6 engine, mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission. 310 horsepower, 281 pound-feet of torque. This Frontier can tow up to 6,300 pounds. MPGs, 18 in the city, 23 on the highway, 20 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, here's the deal. The Pro 4X Frontier is pretty much the top off-road trim. The SL is the top road-going trim, so they're both right around the same price, believe it or not. So base price for this 24 Frontier SL Crew Cab 4x4 is $42,900. Now, there are a few options, which we'll go over when we take a look at the window sticker. But once we add those in and our destination and delivery fee of $1,510 from Nissan's Canton, Mississippi assembly plant, we have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $46,275. So let's check out the interior. Starting with our front door panel, as we move on in, we're going to go hard black plastic up top. Would have liked to see that soft touch. Now soft touch into your chrome door handle, soft touch on the armrest, flat black on our switchgear all over the place. Nice large door pocket, the upgraded Fender sound system in here. Footbox, nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator. You got your push on, push off parking brake. Then we have our all-season Frontier mats in the vehicle. Power seat for the driver, manual assist for the front passenger. Then we have charcoal leather, light gray stitching, nice headrest, nice and soft. Love the insert design. Really is a smart-looking interior. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver, no change. Moving on in, hard black plastic up here. More soft touch with the stitching, brushed aluminum around your heat and air vents, and then down below, we have a nice large glove box. Infotainment system, we have Nissan's fully integrated 8-inch infotainment system, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. Up top of that, though, you do have an area to store stuff that's rubberized, so I do like that. We don't have nav in here, so all the nav will come through your phone, but we do have our home page where we can go through different things like Bluetooth in your phone, AM, FM, as well as your USB. You can customize your home menu if you want to do that. So it's nice and quick. We can go to our audio settings, and of course there's no Bluetooth device set, but you can go to your source and you can set up your Sirius XM, AM, FM, USB 1, USB 2, or your Bluetooth. So they got you covered there as far as that goes. We can go to our connections, where we can connect up to 6 different devices. So I do like that. And then we can go back to our info screen where you have system information. You can go to your vehicle settings where you can get everything right up here. So you can adjust your speakers, your volume, your clock, customize your home menu, all that right in here. And then your camera, and then other features as well, language, units, keyboard type, all that jazz in here. So it's a nice, easy system to use. And when we go to reverse, we do have a nice large backup camera with trajectory and your tow center line. So that's good, even though it could be a little bit clearer. Nissan needs to catch up with camera technology. That's my take on it. But overall, it's a nice, easy system to use. We do have a volume and tuning knob, and then we have hard controls here. And what Nissan does that I do like is you can manually toggle between your daytime setup and your nighttime setup, depending on how you want to have it rolling down the road. Underneath there, engine auto stop start on or off, 4-way hazards. Over here, push button start. Here's your 2-wheel drive, 4 high, 4 low right here. Dual climate that you can go ahead and sync together if you want to do that. And you got the hard controls for everything, which is nice. Down below, we have 2-stage heated seats for the driver and the front passenger, heated steering wheel, USB-C, USB-A, and a nice area for storage in here that is rubberized, so that's nice, but we don't have a wireless charging pad in here. I would have liked to seen one of those. Now, to the right of your dual climate, we do have a spot for a 12 volt, so they have you set there. Moving on down, here's the leather gaiter with the stitching to go through this 9-speed automatic transmission, 2 cup holders, Nissan key fob right here, remote start, lock, unlock, panic button, Nissan badge, nice and light, no problem. In here, more area for storage, and then we have a nice soft armrest. We open it on up, and we do have a nice deep area for storage. Nissan steering wheel, nice leather wrap wheel, nice 10 and 2 notches with the stitching, Nissan badge on the horn button, round bottom wheel. I have plenty of room to get in and out of this vehicle. Flat black on your switchgear, telephone voice commands, volume, source, controls for your digital dash. And then on the right, you got your adaptive cruise, safety suite controls. So you're all set there. On the left stalk, you're going to have your headlight controls and your fog lamp controls. On the right, windshield wipers. Down here on the left, we got a lot of action going on. So we have our tow mode, trip reset, safety suite, turning on that 120 volt outlet in the back, cargo lamp, hill descent control, traction control off, pop the hood, and there's your push on, push off parking brake. We also have a tilting steering wheel. I got to use 2 hands for that. I don't like how Nissan has that tilt function set up. I'd rather see that where you can use 1 hand to do it, and with the Nissan one, you got to use 2. As we come into our dash, there you go, analog digital combo, analog gauges, speedometer, tachometer, fuel level, coolant temperature, and then we have additional information that we could go through in the center that you may want to see when you're going down the road. Nice and simple as far as your setup goes, and I like how it looks. Overhead console, here you go. You want your dome lighting to come on and off when you open to close the door. This switch remains in the center. When you leave it there, you open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, lighting will dim out. Spot for your shades right there, so you're all set. Standard rear view mirror framed, but we do have our home link underneath there. And then we have our controls for our roof. The shade, though, is manual, so you can throw that back. And then you just have to hit the button, and back goes the roof. Up comes your wind buffeter, and then you just hit 1 button to close. And then you can just move your shade back, and you're all set. Sun visor with vanity, no light. I think that's a missed opportunity. Does it slide? Yes, it does. Getting in the crew cab of the Frontier. This is where these mid-size pickups can get snug. So we'll see how the Frontier does. Can't quite remember. It's been a long time. Now, when you step up, you got to duck your head. This is a low roof, and you're going to smash your head if you're a taller person. Now, I'm in. I got enough room for my head, shoulders. I have enough room for my knees. Not a lot, but enough. My knees are sitting high, though. They're not sitting as low as I would like. But down here, we don't have a seat pocket, but we do have a seat pocket behind the front passenger. And here in the back, we have USB-C, USB-A, and a home power source. Rear door panels, same as the front. Pretty monochromatic vibe, but it stays the same. And then in the back here, our seats are nice and soft with the stitching. Same design. They look nice. And then our center armrest, 2 cup holders, nice and soft. And we do have a manual window back here where we can open this up for ventilation, or we can close it ourselves. I'm on the other side of the pickup right now because I want to show you that we do have under-seat storage in the Frontier. On the right side, you have this lever right here, but unfortunately it's a two-handed deal. So I got to lift this up, and this should really stay up so I can just grab it with my hand now, but it doesn't. It goes back down and relocks. So you kind of have to use 2 hands. So I'm going to be back with you as soon as I get this up. Now we have the seat up, and there is the storage underneath that rear seat. But it could be a little bit easier. Getting in the tailgate of the Frontier is pretty easy. Just come to the back, and you push the lever down. It comes nice and easy. We do have the spray-in bed liner in here. Now, this is a 5-foot bed, 1,220 pounds of payload capacity. Got an area to work right here, the way they have this set up, which is nice. And then we have the bed rails, side rail protection. Of course, the bed rails where you can adjust your load, which is good. And then we do have our home power source here in the back, tie downs as well. So nice and clean, nice and easy, and really a good use of space here in the back of this Frontier. And of course, your bed lighting up on top there. Window sticker, 24 Frontier SL Crew Cab 4x4 V6, standard features. Of course, you got that 2-speed transfer case, active brake limited slip, rear suspension stabilizer. There's more of our standard features. Options. Total vehicle MSRP, $46,275. Fuel economy estimates. Crash ratings. Final assembly, Canton, Mississippi. Let's take this baby up for a spin. All right, we're out on the road in this 24 Frontier SL Crew Cab 4x4. Great visibility out the windshield, side glass, side view mirror, rear window. No problem, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist. All that safety tech is in this vehicle. No problem at all. Handling, I love the way these Frontiers handle. This is not light steering. It's got a nice weight to it. It feels very positive when you make your steering inputs, and the vehicle responds right away. They've really made a good handling pickup truck, and I love the weight of this wheel. But I'm telling you, it's got some wide turns. Check out our brakes. No problem. Now we'll take off. V6. Down the road we go. Hard right. Responds well. Back to the left. Responds well. And down the road. And I love the linear torque delivery of this naturally aspirated V6. The 9-speed automatic, smooth as glass, no problem at all. What I really like about the Frontier, the ride is firmer because it is a pickup, it is 4-wheel drive, but the seats are very comfortable. This is the SL trim, more of a luxury trim, road-going trim. So the seats are very comfortable, even though the ride's a bit firm. the cockpit in here is nice and roomy and open and airy, and it feels good. I got the roof to let the air in. I got my CarPlay Android Auto. I got heated seats, heated steering wheel for the winter time, USB-C, USB-A connectivity, 12 volt. The only thing I'm really missing here is a wireless charging pad, and I would add one of those. I believe that is an option you can select a la carte on the Nissan configurator for a wireless charging pad. But if I'm going to go SL, I think I'll spend an extra 250 bucks for a wireless charging pad, since I have wireless CarPlay Android Auto. But it just feels really good. It handles really well. You got a good amount of room in this crew cab. I mean, the Tacoma has been improved, but it's still tight. Tighter than this. But it's a big mid-sized truck, but it just feels really substantial. And the other thing I really like about it is it's not gimmicky. Everything is in plain sight for you to see, for you to use. You have your manual switch between 2-wheel drive, 4 high, 4 low. You got your tow mode, you got your hill descent control. Everything is mechanical. You got 2-speed transfer case. Everything is mechanical and easy to use, easy to maintain. This 3.8 liter V6, simple engine with the 9-speed auto. You don't have to fool around with turbos. You don't have to fool around with anything like that. The one thing though is this turning radius is monstrous in this Frontier. We're looking at 22 feet in a turning radius, 44 feet in a circle. It's big, but on these backcountry roads, you get to see my backup camera, and that's another thing. Nissan needs to get better on their backup cameras. This is better than the other ones, but this one still needs to be improved. They're a little bit behind on that. So for this Frontier, as far as what I don't like about it, the backup camera needs to be improved. So come on, Nissan, I know you can do it, right? There is a lot of other brands that have great cameras. Just check out one of theirs. Go to that supplier and get one for yourself. Because we know they don't make their own backup cameras. I'd like to see a little bit more cargo space under the rear seats. There's only room on the right side because the left side has a Fender speaker underneath it. And frankly, I don't think I need a Fender upgraded system in a Frontier. But you let me know about that. But other than that, this is a compelling, well-handling, smooth driving pickup truck with a 5-foot bed, over 1,200 pounds of payload capacity, 9.5 inches of ground clearance in this 4x4 setup. It just really is a compelling value at $46,000. And you know what? You're not going to pay MSRP for this vehicle, because right now across the country Nissan has sales going on these. Here at Ciocca Nissan in Quakertown, this vehicle is on sale right now at about $43,500, and that's a value buy for what you see in here, no doubt about it. It is, in my view, one of the top, if not the top, mid-size pickup trucks on sale in the US today, this model year. Right? It's cheaper than the new Tacoma, and you still got the V6. It's cheaper than the Ranger, and you still got the V6, because the equivalent Ranger trim is going to be a Turbo 4. It's cheaper than the GMC Canyon Turbo 4-cylinder engine, even though that's a pretty beefy Turbo 4. It's cheaper than the Chevy Colorado, or maybe almost even with the Chevy Colorado, but again, V6 instead of Turbo 4. It's cheaper than the Gladiator. It's cheaper than the Ridgeline with V6 9-speed automatic. It is a heck of a buy in today's truck market. And if you're looking for a mid-size pickup and you haven't driven a Frontier, go drive one. There are plenty of them available at Nissan dealers. Go drive one. They are tops. I mean, tops. And I love this thing. But let me know what you think. I'm totally biased in this review today. I try to maintain a semblance of objectivity, but I really think this is a heck of a value buy and a heck of a quality truck in this Frontier. But let me know what you think. Would you still go, even though you're going to spend more money, with Tacoma, with Ranger, with Canyon, Colorado, Jeep, Gladiator, Ridgeline? Let me know in the comments. Put it down. Or would you buy one of these Frontiers? But I do want to thank Ciocca Nissan of Quakertown for allowing the channel access to this 2024 Nissan Frontier SL 4x4 for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.